We're back.
What's up?
Austin's back. It's been
a while.
Like a year since you've been on one of these videos.
Okay, a year is an overstatement. It's been at least a month.
Dozens of days.
It has been dozens of days. Yes.
You were with the polar bears.
I didn't see any polar bears.
You were swimming in the Arctic Ocean.
I did not swim in the Arctic Ocean. I went to Alaska and Seattle.
That's right.
I went to a Mariners game.
Yep.
Went to the zoo. Went to the aquarium.
Amazing.
But you know,
you got to eat at one of my favorite restaurants in the world.
Meat. And I was there with
MEET.
Yeah, that's important.
But they do have a lot of meat.
They serve meat, MEAT.
Yes.
I was there with Carly from Board Game Buzz.
Oh, very cool.
And her husband and my wife. We had a great time. We got some Japanese A5 Wagyu, if you know anything about really good meat.
If you know anything about cows.
If you know anything about cows. It was fantastic, so that was fun. But yeah, enough about me. What have we been up to,
We
Zach?
have been up to so many things. So first thing we should probably cover is GenCon.
GenCon. We were there.
We were at GenCon. We survived GenCon. We thrived at GenCon, but also we survived, and then we came back from GenCon.
Have we ever done less gaming at GenCon?
I played one game.
I think I played 3 games.
Yes.
It was not a gaming Gen Con, and that was mostly because we had a room, like an event room, off to the side for the first time.
And a booth.
And a booth.
Both of those things had brand new setups that we had never set up before and really even seen. It was all very theoretical.
It was intense.
And we are probably not the best people to be talking about this.
No, Sam and Lily.
Sam and Lily were leads on Gen Con. Sam and Lily are both, I think, sick. And not working, which is great.
Yeah.
So we're here to take credit for all of their hard work.
That's what I do anyway.
No, they planned a ton. We had like 1 million events, so like you can get tickets to play games at the room. That was kind of one of the big features of the room.
Over 1,000 people.
Wow, over 1,000 people were ticketed to play games in our room. We had a ton of amazing volunteers from our Discord that came out and taught games, but really the real heroes were during setup and teardown. We had like trussing, we had curtains, we had lights, and these lights, let me tell you,
man,
next year will be so much easier. But these lights, like we did do actual electric work to like build these lights, which we didn't know we were going to be doing when we were getting into all this.
I was asked to help work on the lights for a little while, so I sat down and I said, "Cool, what do we do?" And they said, "Well, you got to build this plate." And I said, "What's this plate for?" They said, "Well, you need 4 of them, and it's just how you connect the lights together." Those weren't built, the plates. So it's just like every little piece. We did electrical, we programmed them, we had to hang them, we had to make the wires to hang them. We had people out there crimping wires. That's not like a normal thing that you do at Gen Con. I don't know if you know that.
We're building a booth.
Yeah?
A really big booth. A very heavy wooden booth. And I am sweating.
Flashback to 5 minutes before con is opening. Austin, power saw, circular saw, just cutting stuff. We're drilling things into the thing. It was intense.
So the side room opened at 9, and we got that done at 8:55. Literally, like we're screwing boards into stuff at 8:55. Then we ran to the other booth that opened at 10, and we were trying to do stuff there. At 9:45, we had to be show ready. At 9:48, we loaded up carts full of saws and drills and wood and all of this stuff. And we were trying to get it just out of the hall, just get out of the way of people coming in. And so Zach and Max turned right as we were leaving. I said, "Guys, don't go that way. That's where 40,000 people are about to come into the hall." So we went back the other way. We hid in some back hallways. We made it through. Luckily, there's some really nice security guards that helped us get back to our storage area. But man, that was the most intense Gen Con.
It was.
And we worked. It's not like we weren't working and we were lazy. We got there early and we worked not open to close for like basically 3 days straight. It was nuts.
And honestly, and I'll let you in a little on my own personal psyche here. Like in general, like we launch a good strap.
Strap it.
We launch a campaign and I'm just like, who's gonna even show up for this? They have before, but like, where do these people even come from? who likes our things, right? Is anybody even buy this? These are the things that I'm thinking while we're live streaming, and I try to just hold on for dear life. And I had this feeling as well at GenCon. I'm just like, man, we're doing all this setup work, we're all exhausted, and then like, who's even going to buy these games? You know, who is going to do that? And you know what? I was wrong.
Lots of people.
So many people. It was our best year at GenCon.
Dude, it was by
far,
a lot.
As far as like sales. So thank you all if you came to the booth and you bought our games. Really appreciate that. It was really great. I mean, like, so day one, we finished this thing, and I'm like, okay, let's a nice chill Thursday.
Yeah, let's relax.
You know, it's not going to be that many people. Okay, this is what Thursday looked like. All right, we finished building the booth, and then it was like, okay, the con is open, and I'm in the booth. You were at the room. I'm at the booth, and that booth opened. And it was like, okay, I guess I should figure out how this Shopify app works, which should have done beforehand. The moment I don't know where they came from. There were
people rappelling from the ceiling.
It was just they were popping out of bushes. It was insane. There was, I kid you not, a line on both sides of our booth from the moment we opened until I think 2 o'clock. And we'll get to 2 o'clock in a second. But no, it was just like, oh my gosh, there is a line. I got to figure this out. And then we're doing like pickup orders, which was also crazy. Which actually, Kirk set it up in an amazing way. It was actually very easy to like fulfill. So like some people pre-ordered the small box games, and then we were just able to like hit fulfill. It actually was very easy. But it was just like, we set up this booth, and then it was literally a nonstop checkout line for like 5 hours. And then, so that was crazy. And then we did something very fun, but also, it was crazy because we did a 72-person game of 10, 3 days this week. And I was teaching, and I was like, I'll set up the sound system like later. Well, it turns out later was 30 minutes before we were teaching 10. And you know what? I left it in my car. So it was like, the teach started.
You had to go back to the hotel?
I sprinted.
I didn't know
I ran. It was very hot out.
No.
And then I got the thing, and then I ran back with a speaker and a mic
heavy.
stand. It's so heavy.
That thing's really heavy.
So I'm just like hoofing it, and then I finally make it there, and I'm like, oh, I should prepare some visuals. The screens weren't on yet, so I had to figure out the screens.
That was fun.
And then I was like, how do I even play 10? I haven't taught this in so long.
You did pretty good.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Except for Lily said it wasn't fast enough. She's like, you're late. I get off and she's like, it was too long.
Lily is keeping those events running.
Yes,
so that's on you, man. She was right. It was late.
We started late because anyways.
Okay, so we must be giving me PTSD, or my watch is broken.
Your watch is broken. Your heart rate is not 250.
Okay, it says 184.
Whatever.
But still, that I think that's. I feel fine, but PTSD might be happening a little bit. I got back to the side room, and it looked like a stock trader floor. You know, like the movies where like people are just like, bye, 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 like all that. Lily is like behind the counter, and there's 40 people just like in front of her, just like holding up games. I was like, ah! So I was really glad I got back when I did, but Lily did that for an hour before I got there.
I know.
So anyway, Lily did a fantastic job on planning the events and planning GenCon. Sam did a really great job on making the room look cool.
Yes.
I will say it was incredibly hard to put together, but we had some really great people. A couple shout outs. All of the volunteers did an incredible job, so I feel bad just shouting out one or two of them.
Except for that one.
Well, yeah, except for that one.
You know who you are. Dane. No.
Whoa.
Dane wasn't even a volunteer, and Dane always crushes
Dane's an employee, and he was great.
Yes.
No, but Alex hanging the lights. He did that basically by himself, and there was like electrician work going on, and we never would have been able to do that without him. Any other people we should shout out?
Me.
Yep, Zach did an incredible job. Anyway, that's GenCon. I did pick up some games. I got Compile 2, thanks Scuzzy. For grabbing that. I got Hoth, the Battle for Hoth, and I got the Fate of the Fellowship. So a lot of like bigger like IP games is what I wanted to pick up at GenCon.
I bought Scout.
You bought
a personal copy.
I was gonna say you already have Scout.
I know. This is an office copy. I just want it.
I bought Sandcastles. I think of Mad
Sandcastle.
No, not Sand. Sand Castle of Mad King Ludwig to play with my friends, my kids. However,
you don't have any friends.
However, I think it went home with someone else because it was not in the booth stuff. But luckily, I think it's being mailed to me. But what else happened at GenCon?
Well, okay. So I mean, We launched 3 new games. I don't know if you remember this. You and me and Max, we designed 3 new games for GenCon. And that actually happened and got there shipped on time. Way to go, Kirk. And
we sold a lot of copies.
We sold a lot of copies. It was very, very fun. We've never launched anything at GenCon before. That was a blast. And I think it was very fun to like, see how people respond to the pitch in person on how they are, see how they, which ones they pick up. I think Time to Panic sold the best out of the 3.
I think it might have.
Graft was all very close.
Graft was up there.
Yeah, like I think there are like Time to Panic's co-op. I think there are a lot of people have strong opinions about co-op games. Is one of the things I've noticed. It's just like, all right, and this is a 1 to 4 player co-op game, and they're like, nope, pass. Nope, just like move right on. Or it's like, oh, I love co-op games, and then it was just like, I'll just get that one.
Yeah.
So that's always interesting to hear how people respond to.
We also won a fake award for best bag at the con.
I thought you were going to talk about the real award.
No. Dang it, are we going to actually do that? Award. No.
That's very funny. We went on a fake award.
No. I was talking. Okay, shut up. Okay, I did. Are we going to cut to our apology video right now?
No.
That's coming later.
Talk about the fake award and then we'll talk about the real award.
The fake award is we try to make the coolest bag at GenCon every year. And last year we had these fun white bags with like black illustration art that was like, from all of our different games. There's Fractured Sky and Veiled Fate and all that. Anyway, they're like a big tote bag. Well, this one was even nicer, and it was green, had Ivy Studio on it, had like a place where you could put your luggage bar so that lots of hand motions going on. But anyway, it's super cool. Should I go grab one? Pause. Not important? Not important, apparently.
I
you have a picture of one?
We don't. I mean, you can go grab one.
Sorry if I just broke your ears.
The bag
in question.
Yeah, look at that.
Look, you can put your luggage handle through it. It's pretty cool.
Yep. It's a bag.
That's a bag. I'm not sure that was worth it.
No, it was great. That was the bag you could have got if you were at GenCon.
That's a terrible segment. Sorry. We're going to make more next year, so come to GenCon.
Yeah, but they'll be different.
They'll be different.
And maybe better.
Maybe even better.
And then we won a real award, which
Okay, so Thursday was intense, all right? We've already told you about running through the halls with equipment and the lines and everything.
I sweated through 3 shirts by that point.
I didn't leave that room once I entered that room. I was there until midnight, literally.
The rest of the world did not exist.
It didn't exist. It was only that room. And a friend of ours came by around 9, 10 o'clock.
Oh, yeah. Someone stopped me in the halls, actually, and I'm like, did you know?
Gosh.
Did you know you won a Dice Tower award?
They were like, oh, no. Hey, guys, you won a Dice Tower award, and you weren't there to pick it up. And I was like, that was tonight?
Even worse, we RSVP'd. We told them we'd be there. And so if you watch the video, they're like, Zac and Austin are here. They're going to come up and accept this award. Except for we weren't.
Oh, no.
We weren't there. We snubbed the Dice Tower.
So they were... Okay, so I know the Dice Tower crew from going down there and doing live plays and for having them come up here and do video shoots with us. They are the nicest people, but there's lots of joking going on. For instance, Joey's wife met me at GenCon and was like, oh, you're the guy that can't drive. I drive great. I just have to rent a massive van whenever they come here because Tom is very tall. And then I try parking that, and I don't park all that great. You look skeptical. I'm a great driver.
It sounds like
I hit 1 car with 1 truck 1 year, and you just all okay. I'm a great driver.
I'm
anyway,
hearing a lot of excuses.
So we like to joke with them a lot, but I truly was mortified.
Austin felt very bad
for not being there to pick out an award that we have been wanting to win since we started making games. So it's a very prestigious award. We were very, very excited to even be considered. Didn't even expect to win, and then we won and we weren't there. So I felt terrible. I have a picture of my phone that someone took while Tom was dropping them off, and it was just captioned, Disappointed Tom, which was very funny. Maybe I'll give you that picture to put in here.
He was very disappointed in us.
He was mostly joking. They were very kind about us not being there, and thankful to Mike DeLisio for accepting the award on our behalf.
Wait, we didn't even tell him which award it was. We won Best Production for Fractured Sky, which was very nice.
Which is awesome. And I don't
And
hate
then now
myself
they
and
get
all.
to, and really, it's a favor we do them because they get to hold this over us forever. Right? And that is a greater gift than our presents would have been, certainly.
I texted an apology and I got back, we'll never let you forget it.
No. We're never gonna forget it. I think we should make it a tradition.
No! No, we're not doing that. Oh gosh.
So yes, other things that happened. We had Brink there, which was very fun.
Yeah,
Hopefully you all are getting your Brink in the mail as we speak.
We are.
That is happening. I'm very excited about that.
Worldwide, as of 2 days ago, 80% fulfilled.
Yeah, I think maybe even higher.
So now we're higher.
Yeah.
Now we're higher.
And then speaking of Brink, you and I are going to shoot a unboxing and reboxing and box burning video next.
Not the last
week.
part, but everything else.
We're not going to do that.
We're gonna run it over.
Ooh, that sounds fun. Yeah, stress test.
Yeah, it's a stress test.
Yeah. So you can look out for that. The box can fit all the sleeve cards.
Yeah, it can. It's not as ideal as we'd like it to be, and I'm going to show you how I am storing mine when we get it. But I think that really what people are looking for is for it to be perfect for sleeved and non-sleeved, and that's really hard for us to do because it's two very different use cases.
And it's
also
double the amount of space.
It's double the amount of space, and so we, as a design studio, have to optimize the box for shipping and for the people that don't sleeve, and sometimes that mark is not hit perfectly, and so we'll just talk about it when we do the reboxing and unboxing. So.
Another thing that happened at GenCon, as we said, we played Tend. With 72 people, we did that on 3 days, which was very fun. I got a little clip here to cue up. I'm gonna roll this clip of Grant, who hosted one of our little Tend events.
Hope you don't forget again, like the picture of. Oh, I almost said it. The picture of that thing we're working on.
Yeah. I'm sure I won't forget.
We currently have the largest group of people playing Tend in the history of the game of Tend. We've got, I believe, 72 people here at 12 different tables, all playing the game at the same time. It's a really fun, simultaneous way to play Tend with a big group. We've got on the television screens, they have the cards and the actions that they can pick. So everybody in this room has access to the same actions at the same time. But who's going to do it the best? Who's going to do it the most efficiently? I mean, Tend is so much about figuring out cool combos and picking paths to victory, and I'm excited to see, who in here is going to do it. I've got my money on some people already. I've been placing side bets with the Ivy guys, so, I'm going to be pretty upset if I lose. I'm going to be pretty upset if I lose.
All right, so there was Grant. Yeah, we had a great time. I wish I could have played, honestly.
Me too.
But anyways, this is turning into a longer video, which is fine. Closing the chapter on GenCon. It went very, very well. I mean, it was a lot with a new booth and a room, but we did it. We got there, and we got back. We sold a lot of games. We met a lot of wonderful folks. Yeah. And we were all very tired.
Promos.
We
had promos for GenCon, and a lot of the question we've gotten from people that weren't at GenCon is how do we get those promos? So, first off, if you're going to PAX, no, that's not it. If you go to PAX Unplugged, the GenCon, the promos will be there as well.
Yes.
So that's the first opportunity to get it.
And after if you're not going to be there, tough luck.
No, also not true. After that, next year sometime, they will be on our web store. I don't have actual date on when. It could be for our Black Friday sale at the end of next year. It could be for my birthday in June. We'll find out. I'm not sure yet, but we'll announce it via email whenever they do go on sale.
If you don't have the internet, tough luck.
That, if you're not going to be at PAX Unplugged and you don't have the internet, it probably is a tough luck situation. He's right. Yeah. Final thing is, you wanted to announce something in this video.
I got more than that.
We're not at the final thing yet?
No, yeah.
Okay.
We got it. We're going to reveal to you the name of our next game. But before we do that, we're going to a little Tend update. A 10 date. A 10 date.
Yeah.
Up Tend? No. We'll workshop it later. We got our MPCs.
Yes.
Which stands for Mass Production Copy. Mass Production Copy. Charizard. I don't know.
Charizard.
Mass production copy, which basically means I don't like it. I like the mass production copy. I don't like mass production copies.
You don't like it. They're scary.
They're scary. Because we get pre-production copies, which basically they kind of come in piecemeal, and we're like, yes, that looks good, and yes, that looks good, and yes, that looks good.
Let's change that.
Let's change that, and then they change it, and then for mass production copy, basically we were receiving a copy. They have printed all the stuff. Like all the stuff has been made at this point. Yeah. It's more of just like a
final check.
Make Zach lose his mind and be really nervous about potential mistakes because all this stuff has been printed. And then also it's really just about how well it's packed, if the quantities are right, all that stuff.
Lots of good news though. For instance, on the PPC, when you did the scratch off, the grid didn't match.
That's
just
right.
Didn't line up.
It was bad news.
So when we get the NPC, we were like, scratch them all. And they lined up. So that's great.
They lined up. They look really nice.
That was big win number one.
Yeah. In general, it looks very good. Yep. There is a typo, which I'm very sad about. There is a missing of. There's a word that is just missing on one of the cargo sheets. So I'm sorry.
The good news is it's on the sheets that you're using.
Yeah.
And we'll fix the printable version.
Yes.
So if it really bugs you, you can print out your own sheets if you need to.
I'm sorry. To fix the typo would mean we would wait a lot longer for your games, and it does not impact gameplay whatsoever.
It's not just that it would take a lot longer. It's like
it would
a
also
quarter
cost
of the price of the game.
Yeah. So anyways, I'm sorry. I take full responsibility. You may roast me, okay? You know?
It's his fault this time.
And yeah, there was a missing of in one of the sentences on that sheet, but yes, it does not affect gameplay. But as far as mistakes go, it's not the biggest deal. The other thing that we noticed while we were looking at it is our sleeve packs just like didn't cover the game.
Oh yeah,
so
that's on me. That one's on me.
But we're fixing
the
this
promo
issue.
Or like the community card pack. We just forgot to add that to the sleeves count, and so we're either adding them to the sleeves or adding an extra pack of sleeves. So,
but oh my gosh, it also the other reason I don't like this is it is just a slog because it's like
a lot of stuff.
There is regular, then deluxe, and super deluxe, right? Mm-hmm. And then do all that again in German and French. So that's nine games to open and count hundreds of sheets and hundreds of scratch-offs and hundreds of cards.
It's a lot.
I'm tired of counting and my fingers hurt.
Yep.
But they all the counts were right.
Yep.
At some point I'm like, should I even keep counting these? I did keep counting them. And there was one game, it was German. It had one extra scratch-off. That was the only
extra. Oh no.
I know. So like you might get an extra one.
You might get an extra one. So for me, I was really excited because I think the colors in this are way better than the sample colors that we originally got. So seeing the final ones when I've been staring at the old ones.
That is a really fun part from pre-production to mass production is the card printing. Like quality goes up like quite a bit. They basically use totally different machines. So like our pre-production copies are digital and these are not digital.
And they're not hand cut, they're machine cut. And so like the margins on like some of the original cards are like grossly just like wrong because someone cut it wrong by hand. And then you get the machine cut ones and you're like,
The colors get more vibrant, everything gets a lot more crisp. So it's just like, it feels real for the first time, which is very nice. So, Tend.
That's Tend.
More updates on that to come, but everything's pretty much made.
It's in assembly.
It's looking fantastic.
So once assembly is done, it gets shipped, and then we fulfill it. So we'll be updating everyone on the timeline. I think there's a Tend update coming in the next 3 weeks, and then we'll also just do it in the weekly meetings because that's the next delivery.
And then kicking us off, we are we had a little poster of it. At GenCon. So you may have noticed we had a poster for our next game, which is coming out this fall, which we are working very, very hard on right now. And it is called Honor's End. And I'm very excited about it. It is a cooperative deck builder, very much in the veins of Moonrakers, especially Luminor. It is very much the full, no digital version, like kind of the spiritual successor of Moonraker's Luminor, and we've just taken that and just iterated on it for months and months and months and months and months. And it is in current playtesting. So if you'd like to playtest it, it is you can come to our Discord. Signups have been hot stuff.
Yeah. So good luck. Good luck getting in there.
Good luck getting in there. But we we are listening to that feedback. I mean, it is, especially in this one, balance is just
Huge.
like it's huge. We're making tons of changes all the time. So if you played this a little while ago, it's probably a totally different game at this point.
The big departure from the normal Moonraker system is adding in a new mechanic, card tucking, and I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
Every card has dual use, sometimes triple use.
Yeah.
So like, one of the things that we've got a couple like kind of key things that we wanted to work out in this. We really wanted to streamline, cooperation. We wanted to have meaningful ways to interact with your teammates, and I think we have some interesting ways to do that. But also, I feel like a lot of games, maybe you might even say Moonrakers, are very much like you build the deck and then you run the deck, but while you're playing, there's not much of a puzzle, right? It's like, I felt this way playing the Slay the Spire, which I really enjoy, but a lot of times there's just like one way to play my hand in Slay the Spire.
Right.
In this, there are just like, it really is such a fun puzzle every time you get a new hand, because it's like, oh, am I playing this card, or am I tucking this card to superpower another card? A lot of interesting choices every hand you play.
You mentioned the streamlined nature and just like organization of when things happen. In Moonrakers, like you'd be like, oh, and you get an extra card because I played this crew. It's like kind of messy.
It's a little loosey-goosey.
I was already done playing my hand, but now I'm going to take this card back and do this. That's gone. And I love the system that I think mostly you and Max worked out for that part, where it's like at the beginning of the round, I have an option to like discard this card that gives all of my allies an ability.
Basically we have like a teamwork moment where we're like deciding, where we're doing all of like our cooperation and interaction, and then we go into like, all right, we're all playing down our cards, kind of based on all that. And then the other thing I really love about it is like kind of this dual dice system we have going on. So like obviously hazard dice is a part of Moonrakers, but we also have spirit dice. So this is a kind of a medieval like King Arthur style world that we're building out, and there's like kind of this light magic system where you have spirit dice, and so you're accumulating like good dice that can help you. I love the way that the luck elements have come into this game. There's tons of ways to mitigate them and work around them, but it really makes for just like, oh, please, I need to roll this, and then you roll it, and like these just like big high five moments is one of the things we were really going for in this game.
Yep.
I'm really loving it. We're also doing, for some reason, it's so much work, but we're doing a campaign as well with it. So that your game will ship with an 8-chapter campaign. I'm essentially writing a screenplay that will be like, you'll have characters, you'll unlock new characters that will get added to your main deck, new enemies. It's so fun. I'm so excited for you to see it.
If you don't like campaign games though, there is just a normal endless mode where you just are playing the game and trying to beat bosses that are randomly coming out, but playing the campaign will unlock more content for that free play mode.
Yeah, free play. So it'll unlock new bosses to fight. It'll unlock new equipment, new heroes. I think that's everything, and just other stuff.
But what I love about that is it's like
add more content to like the replayable, like the infinitely replayable, more like the normal mode.
What I like about that though is like if you're in the middle of a campaign with this group of friends and this group of friends wants to play, you're just like, oh great, yeah, we're just going to play just to play. We're not going to play a scenario, and that makes it very flexible.
But also I think we're going to add like TLDRs to like the beginning of each chapter. So like even if you wanted to just like, maybe you're the only like through line through the whole 8 chapters, 9 chapters counting the prologue. You could do that. It's just like, hey, like here's roughly where we are in the story.
Yeah, and it doesn't like your character doesn't like carry through, if that makes sense. It's not like Gloomhaven where if like someone can't jump in and play my character, that's insane. It's not like that. You can jump in and out. So
anyways, lots more of that to come. I'm gonna go work on that right now, and I don't know. I don't think I have anything else. Do you have anything else?
No. Oh yeah, local pickup next Wednesday. Nope.
Ooh.
Wednesday the 13th, upcoming Wednesday, we're doing Brink local pickup here in the office. If you're in Nashville, you don't have to have a game to pick up to come play Brink. We're going to be playing Brink from like 6 to probably like 11. Nice. So if you want to come hang out, get some drinks, play some Brink, come on over at 6 o'clock. It's at Primitive Coffee here in town.
I'm not going to be there. It is my anniversary.
Yeah, you shouldn't be there for that. But I will be there. Lily will probably be there. Some other friends will be there. So
you think I'd be like, I have this super romantic date planned, babe?
We're going to play Brink at the office.
Looks like we're going to the office. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you, I gotta work.
Oh, yeah, we'll just go out after this.
But there's going to be a cookie for dessert. So.
Oh, cookie.
Yeah.
That's a
good anniversary.
That's nice.
Do you have a dessert you get on your anniversary every year?
No.
Me and Alana did
Not a
creme
big-
brulee.
Oh wow!
tried.
I'm not a big dessert at restaurants guy.
Oh, that's a shame.
I feel like
Maybe that's why you're so fit.
I don't know about that. I don't know. I feel like we get to the end of the meal and I'm just like, I feel great. You know, I feel good.
We get to the end of the meal and I'm like, oh my gosh, I ate too much. So
I'm also
we're
just
very
like-
different.
Yeah, the other thing too is I feel like I'm not a big, and I realize this is like not like cool. It's like this is like the opinion of a child, like a toddler. But I'm more of a candy guy than I am like a.
I didn't know that. I didn't
like
know
a
that.
like I want they're like, oh, I made this like amazing cake, and I'm just like,
You got any lollipops?
Yeah, like Twizzlers or something. You got some Skittles.
Yeah.
I'm a child.
Those nerd clusters.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, we had those at GenCon. I ate like 2 bags. That was a mistake.
If you pitch me nerd clusters, I'm like, that is too much.
But then you
But
try
wow, just wow.
Also, we had a pretty good throw connection.
That's true.
Yeah, that was at least
did.
20 foot, maybe
At
10,
least
maybe 15.
30, maybe.
Yeah, that was pretty far. So, all right, that's it. Let's go do stuff.
It's the weekend.
It doesn't feel like it.
Why not?
Well, just a lot of work to do.
Oh yeah, for the rest of Friday.
And also, GenCon just kind of bled through this week.
That's
so.
true. That's true. But the Vikings play tomorrow.
I don't even know when the Ravens play. I don't even know who we're playing.
They played last night.
What?
I know you missed a whole preseason game, buddy.
Oh my gosh.
They injured the opposing quarterback too. Yeah.
At least it wasn't Lamar. Did
Dislocated
Lamar even play?
his. Oh, no, Lamar didn't play.
I didn't think he would.
No. But we're gonna wrap this up, and then we're gonna do our NFL podcast.
Yeah, NFL podcast.
Immediately
Stay
after
tuned.
this.
Yeah, just stay here.
Skull.
No.
The Ravens don't have anything cool like that. You don't have anything cool like the skull chant.
We have Ray Lewis just doing dances.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's all we need.
that's nice.
Yeah.